Yes, yes. So I was saying I'm Mr. Barnabas. Yes, and I would like to take us through the lesson which we have today. Now, let me take roll call. Mark Muhati, are you around? Mark Muhati? Hesbon? Hesbon, you are around? Grace Minor? Grace, are you around? And Nelias? Is Nelias around? She's absent. Frederick, are you around? Frederick, are you around? You are around. Stephen? Is Stephen also there? Nicholas? Nicholas, are you around? Nicholas is not around. Now we will start. Last time we were studying about types of lathe machine. I would like us to review our previous lesson. Now if I may ask us, what are some of the types of lathe machine that we discussed? Anybody? Who can remember maybe even just some two types of lathe machine that we discussed last time? Who want to try? Center lathe, that is great, so thank you. Yeah. That is Mark Muhati. Yeah, we have the engine lathe. Yes. Another person, you can maybe show your hand. I don't know whether you know, you can see where you can show me, but you can show your hand. But then if you can't see, there's no problem, you can just indicate. So we have center lathe, we have turret lathe. Any other type? Maybe just one? Hello? Hesbon? 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 Hesbon, do you want to try? Stephen, I can see you are together with Frank. Do you want to try? Stephen? Capstan lathe, that's so good. Now, today, the learning outcome that we have today, thank you very much. I can get you, Stephen. Yeah, I can get you. Yes, I can get. Now, I'll request as we continue, please. If you are not talking, then you can mute. You may mute your mic, please. If you are not talking, then you can just mute. Now, the learning outcome that we have today is to number one is to explain the functions or parts of the lathe machine. That is our main thing that we want to discuss today. But of course, the session title that we have is parts of the lathe machine. So we want to identify and at least know what are the parts of a lathe machine. But then the main outcome is to finally, can we explain the functions of those parts? Now, I'll be sharing my screen with us so that we can see the parts of a lathe machine. Can you see what I'm sharing? Are we together? Can somebody tell me whether you are seeing the parts of a lathe machine? You are seeing, okay? Who can maybe just tell me some two parts that they are seeing? Maybe two parts, Frederick? You can see tool post. Somebody else born, are you seeing something? Yes, there's tail stock, that's good. Esbon? Esbon, are you seeing something? Is Esbon around or Grace? Grace, are you seeing something? Yes, which part can you see? Okay, it appears we are not, Grace is not getting me well. Now, what is, in the lathe you have the bed. The lathe bed is the foundation of the complete lathe machine. It is made from cast iron designed with thick sections to ensure complete rigidity and freedom. Can you see the bed? Can you see what I'm sharing? You can see. Okay, and then we have the headstock. Is the complete headstock. It consists of a box-shaped casting rigidly clamped to the guideways of the bed and contains the spindle. Then we go to tailstock. Can you see tailstock? Can you see tailstock? Yes. Who can read for us something there under tailstock? Okay. Yes, thank you very much. That is Frederick. The next is saddle. Can somebody Mark? Muhati, you can read for us what is under the saddle. Muhati? Mark? Mark? Okay, so we'll not waste time there. Now, the saddle rests on top of the bed and is guided by two guideways for stability and at the two furthest apart. Accurate movement is thus maintained relative to the center line of the spindle and tailstock for the complete length of the bed. It is the saddle which normally moves as it carries the tool post and the tool, of course, which you want to machine within the lathe. The next is on cross slide. Cross slide is mounted in the dovetail slider way on the top surface of the saddle. The cross slide moves at right angles to the center line of the machine spindle. The next is top slide. The top slide is often referred to as the compound slide. It fits on slide way and can be adjusted for wear by means of a jib strip and adjusting screws. It is the top slide which actually normally moves across. It moves across the lathe machine. The apron actually is attached to the underside of the saddle at the front of the machine and contain gears for transmission of movement from the lathe screw and feed shaft. Now, also, the apron together with the carriage, the apron together with the saddle is always normally known as the carriage. So if you ever heard of the issue of carriage, the carriage is generally the saddle and the apron and their slides. So that is what the carriage is made up. So actually, carriage is the overall name for the two. You have the saddle and you also have the slides and you also have the apron. When you have those two, we call them the carriage. Now, having seen something, what all that we've learned, I would like to ask us maybe some few questions so that we can understand what we've learned. Now, who can tell me the part of the, the function of maybe the tailstock of a lathe? What do you think is the function of the tailstock? Maybe from what we've just discussed from the slides that I was sharing with us. Somebody? Are we together? Grace? Grace? Yes, I'm asking, can you maybe tell us the function of a tailstock? Mark? Mark, to hold the workpiece. Thank you very much. That's good. I can hear you, Mark. Can you also hear me? Mark Muhati? Yes, I was. Yes, like holding. Yes, that's good. That's good. That's good. Now, maybe I will ask maybe another more question. Wait, at which part of the lathe do we hold the tool for machining? Suppose you want to do turning or you want to do any operation in the lathe. Which part of the lathe do we hold the tool? Somebody maybe? Are you getting me? Are we together? Frederick? Frederick, you're getting me? Yes, I was asking, Frederick? Yeah, I was asking, at what part of the lathe do we hold the place where we hold the workpiece? In the lathe machine. How is it called? Where do we hold the workpiece? The chuck. That's the workpiece, The chuck. Very good. And where do we hold the tool? The tool post. Very good. I can see my students are bright. You are really getting it. Now, I will allow time maybe for some questions. Do you have any question? Any question from any of us? Mark, you have any question? Grace? Do you have any question? Frederick? Yes. For internal thread cutting, you can use maybe a low speed. Generally, We don't need a high speed in for internal thread cutting, ranging from roughly 100 RPM to roughly 250 will be appropriate. Are you together? So you can have a range between 100 to 250, okay? Yeah, being no any other question, I would like to ask to have an assignment. And can you see my sharing again? Can you see what I'm presenting? Yes, so the assignment is there, as you can see, individual assignment. Who can read that assignment? Grace? Or Fred? Fred, can you read for us the assignment? Due on 22nd March 2020. That is today in the evening, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good day. Be blessed.